Howdy howdy, fellow rats. Happy Halloween. The day has finally come where I get to answer your burning questions about my origin story, the podfics I make, and my plans for world domination, but you didn't hear that last part from me. The loose itinerary for this chaotic mess of a video that you are about to be subjected to includes the parts where I ramble about things related to the formation of my channel, then the video making process, and then random facts about me, including my not-so-secret love of stealing kneecaps. Oh, and to any of you expecting only cohesive responses, allow me to apologize ahead of time for my excessive off-topic rambling, as I am simply incapable of sticking to a prompt. But anyways, first question. Why did you start your channel? Well, I started my channel because I am a self-diagnosed fanfic addict, and I absolutely adore podfics. As someone with ADHD that needs almost constant auditory stimulation, whether it's me singing and humming, or watching YouTube videos, or listening to an audiobook, I almost always need some sort of noise in the background so I can focus on my task. So when I saw that a lot of my favorite fics don't have podfics, I wanted to change that, not only for myself, but also for other people like me. I also started podficking as a form of stress relief. Reading fanfic and getting to act out these different characters is really relaxing for me, and it gives me time where I can quiet my brain for a moment and zone in on something that I really love. Plus, I've always loved making things because I am a little bit of a productivity addict. So yeah, that's why I started my channel. Oh, one more thing. I just want to clarify that while all the reasons I just listed are major reasons for why I did start my channel, the official catalyst for me establishing my reign of terror over this poor unsuspecting platform was just that I was bored. I didn't really plan it. My brain had just gifted me with an idea, as it does every once in a blue moon following a blood sacrifice, and then I was like, fuck it. Why not? I have voice memo on my phone. Guess I'm making a YouTube channel. True story. Do you want to make a career out of voice acting or anything related to your podfics, or is this strictly a hobby? I don't know. I kind of view it as a hobby. I guess I never really thought about doing voice acting or anything like that because I never even thought that I could really do voices. It always just felt like a skill that was out of my reach, like a skill that other people other than me have. Actually, career-wise, I'm aspiring to be a medical doctor. I'm currently a freshman, but credit-wise, a sophomore? I don't know, it's weird. In my pre-med, I've always been super fascinated by medicine, and I love helping people, so it's always been my dream to be the first doctor in my family. Oh, sorry, I'm rambling, but I do that when I get too excited. But I think the most I would do with my podfics would be to, maybe take donations from people if they wanted to, which no one has to do, by the way, but I could always just make it an option. I am kinda in that broke college student territory, so to speak, so I'd probably put most of it in my savings for my medical school, like I do with most of the money that I make from my job. But what's left over, I'd probably use to just buy a coffee here and there to feed my crippling caffeine addiction. What do I use to make my videos and edit my voice and audio? So, when I'm recording, I use the voice memo app on my phone since I am the broke and do not have the money to buy an actual mic. But anyways, since in voice memo you can click edit recording and record over sections or cut out the last part of what you just recorded, I generally just edit using that as I go. I also use the free version of this program called Clipchamp as well. This allows me to upload my recording and cut portions out of a recording to delete or move to other places in the recording. When I have a really good blooper that I want to add in, I leave it in the voice memo recording and then cut out that portion from the audio to then include at the end. I do something similar when I'm doing special effects on a voice, where I record the lines I'm going to use special effects on separately, put them into a voice changing software, and then insert the lines in where they belong. But yeah, long story short, I use the editing ability in voice memos and Clipchamp on my computer. Then I upload the background image and the text, and bada bing, bada boom, I have a video that I can now download and then upload to YouTube. Is cheat code where I got my name from, or was cheat code after that? More or less, yeah. Although I've also read a lot of other fics that refer to Netsu as Rat God or Rat Overlord, and I thought it would be a funny title for me to take on. Are there any specific requirements when making a podfic? So, whenever I make a podfic, I always make sure to message the OG creator to ask for permission and maybe gush a little about how great their work is first. Until I get the permission to officially make a podfic, the recording kind of just sits in my voice memo for me. What would I recommend for people who want to get into podficking? I'd probably just say, just do it, you know? Like, I only started podficking on a whim because I was bored and wanted to do something, so I just impulsively started recording, and I never stopped. I mean, it's free to do. You don't really need anything fancy to make videos, so why not? I don't mean to pull a Socrates and get all philosophical on y'all, but I will say one of the most important life lessons that I learned is don't wait. Life is far too short to wait. If there's something that you really want to do, a skill you want to learn, a place you want to go, don't wait. Don't say that you'll look into it later, or maybe someday, because 9 times out of 10, later never comes. If you can do it now, do it. There's nothing you can lose from doing it, you know? So take that risk. A lot of great things in my life have come from seeing something that I want to do or get involved in and just giving into that impulse to just start doing it. So yeah, I guess that's what I'd recommend for you. And to those of you out there that take my advice, I look forward to listening to your work. Who would I collab with if I did one? Oh my god, that's such an easy question. Eleanor Elizabeth, hands down. I fucking love her content. Her and her adorable little British accent. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. So like, hi bestie. I know you're listening. My rat minions have informed me of such. So like, if you ever want to collab on something and like maybe commit arson after, I'd totally be down. But also like, I have no idea how that would even work, so... Oh my god, I'm the world's greatest buffoon. How have I never imagined such a scenario before? I could totally bully, convince my brother into doing a podfic with me. I wonder how much terrorizing it would take for him to give in. Alright, time to put that one on my to-do list. What's next? How old am I? I am the 17. Yep. I have a really late birthday, so I started school early, and as a result, I have always been the youngest kid in my grade. Yup, the number of times in which I have been referred to as a fetus, I cannot keep count. It's actually kinda ako taco though, to be a sophomore in college and still be 17. Not gonna lie. What country do I live in? I live in the US of A. And drumroll, please. Time for me to show off random so-called talents to strangers on the internet, because I can. Alright, as promised. This one is for you, Eleanor, my fellow podficking gremlin. I'm not entirely sure what I should say, so I guess I'm just ramble for a wee bit, and hopefully the words that I spew out of my mouth are at least partially coherent. Oh my gosh, actually, I know exactly what I'm gonna say. So, funny story, a few weeks back I managed to flush my glasses down the loo. That was $300 and my paid trial for 20/20 vision right down the shitter. Literally. It's because I have a habit of forgetting where I put things down, so when I'm not wearing my glasses, I hang them from my collar like a grandma does. Well, when I leaned over the toilet to flush, the little shits yeeted themselves off my collar and went right down the drain. I wish I were kidding. So yeah, cue me standing there in shock for a while, blue screening, trying to process how my pea brain managed to pull off such a feat. Needless to say, I did not tell my eye doctor how I lost my glasses. Alright, your free trial for me using a shitty British accent is now over, so hope you enjoyed, Eleanor. Oh, also, because you know what, fuck it, it's Halloween. Time to show 2 of the voices that I can do that are Halloween-themed voices. I'll just do 2 of the lines from the opening song for Nightmare Before Christmas. Sorry if it's scary.
I am the one hiding under your bed, teeth ground sharp and eyes glowing red.
I am the one hiding under your stairs, fingers like snakes and spiders in my hair.
Well, this one is my favorite, if I have to be quite honest. I am rather fond of doing a killer clown.
But growing up, this was my favorite one to do because it was really the only one that I could do.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed that little treat, I guess. Sorry if I scared ya. Probably never thought that I could do that. But anyways, growing up, as I said, I used to do that really deep sort of demonic voice to scare people. Yeah, I was a wee bit of a little gremlin, but anyways, we're beyond that. I learned more recently, probably within the past year or so, just how I actually do those voices. So I thought I'd share it with you. So when I'm doing them, I'm not actually entirely using my vocal cords. I know that sounds like a prank or something, but bear with me. Instead, what I'm using is called my false chords. It's like that fleshy part of the vocal tract just above the vocal cords themselves. So when I'm doing the deeper voice, I'm only using my false chords, whereas when I do the clown voice, as I call it, I'm blending my vocal cords with my false chords. I mean, since I can do scary voices, I've always really wanted to work in a haunted house or something, because the idea of getting paid to terrorize people sounds like a literal dream. Honestly, I would probably do it for free. The screams and the looks on people's faces would really be payment enough for me. Okay, maybe I am a little bit of a gremlin, but who's counting? And now, for the next part of this back alley talent show, I will cosplay as a bird and show my superpower of being able to whistle by exhaling and inhaling. So, big sorry to all of you avian furries out there, because I am coming for your brand. What's my favorite song? So, technically, my all-time favorite song is actually a choral piece named Entreat Me Not to Leave You by Dan Forrest. It's a stunningly beautiful piece that depicts undying love and loyalty and a refusal to abandon someone you love for any reason. It makes me tear up every time I hear it, and it gives me chills just thinking about the chords and the lyrics. It's perfection. I actually had the pleasure of getting to sing this piece in my high school chamber choir. Fuck, I'm derailing again. But anyways, not counting choral music, my favorite song would be Follow My Feet by the Unlikely Candidates. And, as promised, I'll sing a little tidbit of it for y'all, so enjoy. There's a fork in the road in front of me, at the crossroads of identity. The devil is standing to the left. He says either way they both will lead to death. And the high road's steady and steep, and the low road's easy and deep. I guess I'll follow my feet. I guess I'll follow my feet. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed me sing-ling-linging the intro to that absolute banger of a song. Also, fun fact, my cats have both come over to me now, right? Because they know, when they hear singing or whistling, that it's me. What's your favorite anime and fanfic? Well, I think Naruto has to be my favorite anime, but that also might be a consequence of the sentimental value it has to me, considering that I grew up watching the OG Naruto and Shippuden with my siblings. And my favorite fanfic? Damn, that's a toughie. Well, I think I'd have to say either Viridian by Silver Mist Anime Lover, or Better Luck Next Time by Nautical Warrior. They're just so well written, and the angst is amazing. Not to mention, like, the Dadzawa feels, bro, had me dead. But if you're going to read them, I will just say that Better Luck Next Time can be incredibly depressing at times and does contain a lot of darker themes. But I will say it's still such an amazing read, and the original characters are so good. If I went to UA, what would my hero name be? My hero name would be Nyx, in reference to the Greek goddess of the night. Considering I would want to be an underground hero, it would be rather fitting. Plus, I love the idea of being named after a goddess so powerful and fierce that even Zeus refused to mess with her. Are there any podfics or other podfickers that I would recommend? Pit Viper of Doom, number 1, Eleanor Elizabeth, Peony, and Runelore, just to name a few. Do I read in other fandoms? Well, considering I've been reading fanfic so long that I can't even remember when I first started, but it was sometime in middle school, I've read a lot. Within the past year or so, I've been reading just an ungodly amount of My Hero Academia, Naruto, Harry Potter, and Gravity Falls specifically, but I've also read fics from a lot of other fandoms. Like, I've read a ton of Super Hulock fics, as well as like Stephen King related fics, etc., but I'm more so hyper-focused on My Hero Academia right now. What are your favorite tropes/AUs in fanfiction to read about? It really depends on my mood. I am a sucker for found family and hurt comfort, though. I love vigilante Isuku fics, particularly quirkless Isuku fics, or fics where he has a quote-unquote villainous quirk. What else? Oh, I will say, though, that generally my favorite fics are ones that feel like a sucker punch to the gut to read. Like, I love that heart clench feeling. I don't know why, I just do. But, I can't read Hurt No Comfort, though. What MHA character is my favorite? Ooh, that's hard, honestly. I think it's a tie between Mei and Aizawa. Dadzawa kind of fuels me, like the little found family simp that I am, and I love his fighting style and his quirk. I think it's so cool. I also love the whole eccentric inventor trope, and I adore Mei's energy and enthusiasm. In some ways, I suppose she kind of reminds me of myself, but I'm not here to psychoanalyze. I don't know, I guess I love both of them for the chaotic sort of nature that they have, which honestly I can low-key kind of relate to. Do I read mostly Midoriya-centric fics? Yeah, I guess I've been reading a lot of Midoriya-centric fics, but also I read a lot of Aizawa-centric fics. But honestly, I love Dadzawa in general, and Izu Kid is a common combination with that. I think I read so many Midoriya-centric fics, though, because I don't really like canon Isuku that much, nor do I really like canon Aizawa that much either, and I love their fanon form. Is Netsu my favorite? Netsu isn't my favorite, but he's definitely up there. I mean, how can you not like a guy that'll literally smile at you with his little, like, sweet little voice and then tell you that he's going to end your entire bloodline and steal your toes? Are there any fanfics that you find yourself rereading frequently, and why? Ooh, I guess I reread a lot of my favorite fics, or fics that haven't been updated for a little bit, just so I stay fresh with the details. I reread Better Luck Next Time semi-regularly, along with the other inspired works, because, damn, that is just some good angst, man. Look, I don't cry. I suck that tear right back up like that cop from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, but let me tell ya, those fics, yeah, they make me shed some tears. In stark contrast, I also reread of Owning a Cafe and Other Heroic Deeds a decent amount. I'm generally not one for fluff fics because, I don't know, I think they're a little cheesy most of the time, but this one, I don't know, it really touches my heart. I guess I can really sympathize with Shota in this one and his drive to just help people, even if it's in little ways, because I guess that's relatable for me. Plus, it's just so cute. One thing about you that you think would really surprise your subscribers. I'm the Zodiac Killer. Oh, and I was also a National Ocean Sciences Bowl finalist. What is your favorite fic that you've made so far? Ooh, probably the physical, emotional, and legal consequences of wanting to watch a movie with your friends. I love doing angsty fics, in case you haven't noticed, and just getting to go feral for a moment is so fun. Like, if y'all could have seen me, I was literally foaming at the mouth doing those lines. So much fun. Any idea what series you're going to do next? I'm super excited to share what longer series I'm going to do next. So, once I finish Cheat Code, I'm going to then record Make Us Stronger by A Light in the Shadows and Throw a Chair Through a Window and Call It a Day by Jaded Ghoster at the same time. So, I may or may not have already started recording both already, but I'm not going to start releasing those chapters until I finish Cheat Code. And then there's also a longer Naruto fic that I want to do that's like 60,000 words, so yeah, stay tuned for that. Finally finished. Well, I hope you'll enjoy listening to me ramble, because I enjoyed answering your questions. And if you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like or comment down below, because I always love hearing from y'all. And also, be sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date with whenever I post. And as always, here's your little daily reminder to go hydrate, you fiends, and happy Halloween.